It all begins with a crime, a stolen $40,000, a woman on the run. But what starts as a simple escape turns into something much more sinister. Marion Crane, played by Janet Leigh, is desperate to start over. She checks into a small, isolated motel one rainy night, unaware that this decision will change her life and cinema history forever. There, she meets Norman Bates, the soft spoken, unsettling owner of the Bates Motel. As Marion settles in, we get the sense that something's deeply wrong, not just with the motel, but with Norman himself. Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho doesn't waste time with the ordinary. It's a slow descent into madness, wrapped in suspense, with every moment teetering on the edge of chaos. What seems like a straightforward thriller takes sharp, unexpected turns, revealing layers of psychological horror beneath its surface. Now, let's talk about the actors who brought these characters to life. Janet Leigh gives an unforgettable performance as Marion Crane, a woman whose bad decisions lead her down a path she never imagined. Her role in Psycho earned her an Oscar nomination and made her a household name. But it's Anthony Perkins as Norman Bates who steals the show. His portrayal is equal parts vulnerable and menacing, making you question whether to feel sympathy or terror. Perkins played Norman so convincingly that the character became a permanent fixture in pop culture. Fun fact, Anthony Perkins wasn't the first choice for the role. Hitchcock originally considered actors like James Stewart and even Jerry Lewis. Imagine how different the film would have been. Of course, we can't talk about Psycho without mentioning that shower scene. Even if you haven't seen the movie, you've probably seen that scene. Those screeching violins, the quick cuts, the knife. It's one of the most iconic moments in film history. But what's really impressive is how Hitchcock filmed it. The entire scene took a week to shoot, and they used chocolate syrup instead of blood. Since the film was in black and white, it looked more realistic on camera. The result? A scene that made people afraid of their own bathrooms. Here's another fun tidbit. Janet Leigh said she never took a shower again after filming that scene. She was genuinely unnerved by the experience. Hitchcock was a master of suspense, but he also knew how to market his films. For Psycho, he was adamant that no one should be allowed into the theater after the movie started. That was unheard of at the time. This created a sense of mystery around the film, forcing audiences to experience every twist and every shock firsthand. He even made sure the cast and crew kept the ending under wraps, adding to the film's tension before it even hit the screen. Hitchcock was so secretive about the plot that he even bought up as many copies as he could of the original novel Psycho by Robert Bloch to prevent spoilers. The film's music deserves a mention too. Bernard Herrmann's chilling score, especially the sharp, jarring violins during the shower scene, is almost as famous as the film itself. Hitchcock initially wanted the shower scene to be silent, but Herrmann convinced him otherwise. In the end, the music became such an integral part of the film's atmosphere that Hitchcock reportedly doubled Herrmann's salary in gratitude. Even though Psycho was controversial when it was released because it dealt with taboo subjects like mental illness, voyeurism, and murder, it quickly became a cultural phenomenon. It was nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Director for Hitchcock. While it didn't win big at the Oscars, its real success lies in its lasting legacy. Psycho is often ranked among the greatest films ever made and has inspired countless directors and films. What made Psycho revolutionary is how it turned the horror genre inward. Instead of relying on external monsters or supernatural elements, it showed that the scariest thing can be the human mind itself. The psychological depth, the eerie atmosphere, and the chilling performances make Psycho a movie that stays with you long after the credits roll. Hitchcock did not just create a horror movie, he crafted a chilling meditation on fear, guilt, and madness that still makes audiences uncomfortable today.